Hello. We're talking about quail today, and the Serrano word is cacata. Cacata, cacata, cacata. That's what the quail says, his own name. Well, there's a classic story that I found back in the 70s in the archives of a granduncle. It's really my father. So it says Cahuilla, and all he spoke was Cahuilla. And the collector's recordings could only hold so much. So my granduncle said, this man's machine can record only so much, so I'm going to sing only 4 songs of each group so that the people in our tribe or anyone interested will know something about our music. But they're not all the songs, it's just some of the songs. This is a story, though, that I took and brought home, and my uncle Al learned it, and he sang it and told the story. And my cousin Kim Marcus Serrano learned it, and he tells it, and we recorded it, and maybe we'll hear it sometime, play it for you in the future. Well, this is the blind man and the quail. So some people were off camping, they were traveling, and they had stopped and they were talking to each other. They said, let's leave him. They were talking about this old man. And because he was blind, he was slowing them down and whatever. And so they just told him to wait. And so he waited in the shade, and they left. And it started to get dark. It was getting, he said, they're not going to come back tonight. So we stayed there all night. In the morning, same thing, it was quiet. There was nobody around. And then the sun came up, and all of a sudden he heard some quail. And he heard voices. They were saying, hey, they were talking to each other. They were jabbering away. And they stopped their talking, and they said, that looks like a man. They said, it is. It's an old man. They must have left him. So they went over there, and he said he needs help. He's thirsty, he needs water. So they went and told the old man to follow them, to go to the water. So he got up and went with them after he told him his story about his people. And they went, and he brought water over to him and revived him so that he was able to walk. And they said, we'll take you to them, where they are. And so they went, and they got there where the people were coming. They couldn't believe this old man caught up to them somehow, but they didn't see the quail. And they asked him, how did you get here? What happened? They said, some people came, and they came and they told me where you were, and they brought me over here to do us a favor. So they never did that again. So that's a happy story. So a quail can be handy in many ways.